If you want to believe that Bell went from a 200-pound person to a 130 or 140-pound person, that much fat evaporated in the fire, it didn't do it with the kids.
He was packaged like he was dressed out like a hunted animal, like a deer. You know, somebody knew what they were doing when they took care of him, and he was packaged quite nicely. And he was bled. There was no blood. They think they found the tarts of 35 to 40 different people. The media was from all over the world. The German media was there, the English media, French.
And hundreds and hundreds of people would come down.
The rose on a string once behaved, was it not a flame? What once was?
Back then they were all dressed up. Ladies had parasols, and they going right to where they had the graves, and there were people watching them dig.
So I sleep with a white heart, once red and unbroken. I keep it apart.
He said it was like a circus scene, and they were selling food and beverages. It's like, boy.
They just stopped digging. They don't know whether they found all the bodies or not. People had Bell sightings. They were always saying they saw her in the yard looking for something, or... I mean, she became a myth, and she still is.
Oppe I skogen der du ser han mannen der, enda litt lenger bortover. Så kanskje ikke den... Altså gikk det, vi må kjøre opp bakken her og en 400 meter, 300 meter kanskje. Minneplata som ble satt opp av historielaget I Sølven. Her han Jon Arvid Størseth som eier området nå. Så det det øverste huset I bygda det her på en måte, før du kommer inn til Langlien.
Det mange som kommer og besøker det stedet her, eller?
Nei, jeg har vært en del akkurat I det siste. Du må komme tilbake og ta noen sommerbilder, vet du, fordi at det litt bedre å se da, området. Ja, det det.
Hallo, Brynjar.
Og det det lille huset, det det brønnehuset det vet du. Så vi sto jo omtrent her vi da, ikke sant, når vi var på der.
Hei, ja.
Nei, kom igjen.
Det så langt tilbake I tid, her det ingen annen enn hun som har ansvaret for. Slekta kan ikke belastes for det her. Dess mer noe her kommer frem, det blir en dokumentar på TV2, ikke sånn? Så blir det film, og så kanskje det kommer litt til noen revyer, det kan komme til 17. mai-toget, folketoget med plakater, det kan bli et orkester som dukker opp som heter Βᴇʟᴜ efterfølgere, eller noe sånt, Βᴇʟᴜ.
Det faktisk et band I Amerika som heter Βᴇʟᴜ. Det første, så jeg letet på internett, det første jeg fant, det var at Βᴇʟᴜ hadde spilt på en konserthall I Minneapolis. Og det synes jeg var litt rart. Og så jeg fikk museet I La Porte til å sjekke opp det der, og da var det en sånn black metal-gruppe som kalte seg Βᴇʟᴜ. Og det også et ølmerke I La Porte som kalt opp etter Βᴇʟᴜ. Βᴇʟ̈ Stout.
Βᴇʟᴜ Stout. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good beer.
Is it popular?
Yeah, it's popular in the port. It's made right here in town.
You know why they call it the Βᴇʟᴜ?
Just because of the story of Βᴇʟᴜ, serial killer. It's a little stronger than your regular American beers, but not too bad. 847.
Som å vokse opp I ei utrolig sånn klasetid. Βᴇʟᴜ. Det var bare å pugge, og det var liksom sånn fakta liksom hele tiden, og det var Guds ord da, som gikk igjen. I 1865 så hadde det aldri vært så mye folk I Sølven. Det var 5400 det. Da var plassene for små. De klarte ikke å livnære seg på plassene sine.
Things were not what they expected when they came over here. Oftentimes, I think letters were sent over from here to Norway that said it was better here than it was.
I think Belle found the United States to be big, roomy, ungovernable, lawless in many respects. So varied in people that nobody paid attention to her. That it was a good venue for what she wanted to do. Definitely money and property and status was very important to her. And looking good and making everybody think she was a very respectable citizen was extremely important. I think she liked doing things that would not be traceable, that people wouldn't come back and talk about. Which was a good business to be in at those days.
Her sister, she had the sister that brought her over from Norway. Her sister said she never had any children of her own.
Often wondered that. He worked during the day, and I had a father that worked nights and slept during the day. So knowing how that kind of a household is run, it's possible he knew very little to nothing. Intelligence would say he had to suspect something, but maybe he didn't. Maybe he just didn't want to believe it. I mean, your husband dies suddenly, and he has 2 insurance companies that she gets a double dose of insurance money, and they're not saying, well, okay. I don't know how she did that. Was she that charismatic, or was she that hysterical? Did she scream and cry and carry on and frighten everybody? I don't know. I'd love to know. Dr. Mueller.
Who was that?
He was a good friend of hers, and he was a friend of the family. Friend of the family being... Friend of the family, what's that? She knew him.
Didn't she live with him? Wasn't he a tenant?
He was a tenant for a while, yeah. And you can speculate how that went. He did the autopsy. He came up with the verdict they needed for his death, Motz's death. You know, he came in and said, yep, he died of a large heart. Didn't check toxicology in the stomach. They didn't, which they did in those days, you know. They could have seen that he'd been poisoned, but they didn't do it. And Motz's brother wanted to have